Welcome to Flight Path. My name is Simon, and you've just witnessed me just trying to crash there. And this is the Flight Path channel, and we are currently looking at the Battle of Waterloo. Now, I look at the YouTube analytics, and I see that a lot of people join in and then leave after about a minute. So let me warn you now, because this is not going to be the channel for everybody. It's still a young channel, and we're trying to work out where best to categorize it. Yes, we are on Flight Simulator 2024, but we talk about history on this channel. So if you're not into history, this probably isn't going to be the channel for you. Now, so that's got half of the people out of the way, because we're about a minute into the stream already. For the rest of you who I might have piqued your interest, thank you for carrying on watching. We are doing the Battle of Waterloo, and you might be wondering why we're here. This is the island of Elba. It's because I've been following Napoleon from his exile here all the way to Waterloo, and so we've probably lost a few more people there. And for the people who are remaining, the one person who's remaining, I like to say, look, I can't change the way I talk. This is a discussion about history, and it needs your help to make it something better than just a stream. It's designed to be a discussion on history. We've got different playlists. We've done D-Day, we've done Waterloo, but it's not about me telling you about the history. I wanted to be a discussion about the history. So if you have any questions, then just ask them. If you think I've said something wrong, then please just say it. So what I thought I would do for the first part of this stream is I'm going to go through what we've already done. Now, this is going to lose another bunch of people. The Battle of Waterloo, the campaign of Waterloo, so far we've done around about 52 episodes on Waterloo, and we've only just got to the day after the Battle of Quatre Bras and Ligny. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back through what we've already done. I'll show you some of the key places, and if you're watching back on YouTube later, you'll see all these postcards popping up above, and they will be the videos. So if there's something piques your interest, you can go to that video. This is a young channel. I see that we've got around about 24 people on YouTube, and we've got about 74 people on Twitch. So hopefully you can, if you're joining in now, come and have say hello and join in with the discussion, and we can grow the channel together. The way I'm currently streaming, I've been trying out different things where I put myself, if I do put myself somewhere on the screen, and all the information and that sort of stuff. I'll give you a guided tour. So up on the top left, we'll have the subject. This is the playlist that we're discussing. In the center, you'll see the location, and that's so that if you wanted to join me or check it out on a map, then you can go to that. And on the right hand side is the sort of time period that we're talking about, and so that's going to change as we do different streams. I tend to stream for around about 2 hours, maybe a bit longer. And what I will do is I started streaming on Twitch and YouTube, but I will break up these videos into around about 20 minutes. I plan to try to keep them to that sort of time, and that way it will be put onto a playlist onto YouTube. You should see these live videos though if you go to Twitch for about 15 days, or you should find them on YouTube itself. So go back if you want to check out these history discussions in more detail. And the other thing I do as well is I like to stream live. I'm flying live. I don't like to edit stuff. This is so that you know that it's a human here. I show my face to show because it's a human. I don't edit because I'm a human. I'm reading my own notes that I've taken, and you'll see over the course of the streams I'll show you some of the sources that I use. And you'll also find that people will join in and say hello, or they'll fly past. So if you've got Microsoft Flight 2024, you can join me. So we're in Elba at the moment, and you can fly in the screen and all that sort of stuff. If you want to comment live, that's not a problem. We can always try to answer your questions, or anybody in the stream could try to answer a question. If you're watching back later, please comment. I read all the comments, and you can put those comments into the comment section below. I know I'm bold. I know I'm old. Thanks for that, though. Don't have to point that out to me all the time. And I know I do sometimes and a lot, and I'm trying to stop doing that. What I thought I'd do as well, so what this section here will have postcards popping up. I'm also going to sort of start talking in to the short people on YouTube. They're going to be little adverts. So if you're new to this and you're watching live now, you're going to basically see a quick run through of what we've done. So let's what we're going to do now, we're flying over Elba. Let's I'm going to head to this there's a villa here. So hello to all you YouTube shorts. What you're seeing here is the island of Elba, and what we have down below is Napoleon's palace on Elba. This is where this dot is, right here. This is looking over the port of Ponte Ferrara in Elba, and this is where Napoleon is exiled to, basically for the most of 1814, and he'll escape from here on the 28th of February 1815, and he'll head to France. If you like flight sim, if you like history, what we do here is we look at parts of history using the Huey helicopter, and so we can get down and look at the terrain and the distances involved. If you like the sound of that, you'll be able to look at the link in the to the video here, and you can go to the episode right at the beginning of this Waterloo series. Right, so this is Ponte Ferrara. We're going to now come out of this, and we'll take you to the next place. So let's end the flight, and if you're following along, we're now moving to the coast of France, and we'll do the same thing here. We'll do a series of little short clips for the short attention YouTubers. And we are looking at looking for Cannes. Here we go. So I think we'll start. Yeah, let's just start here. So we're doing the this series of three little short trailer clips for YouTube at the moment. So for all the people who have been following, we will continue the story from let's try not to crash though first. Whoa, that was close. Way, okay. Welcome, YouTube short people. We're in the Huey. We're flying over the Gulf Juan in the south of France, and this is the place where Napoleon lands on the 1st of March 1815, carried on a plank is held up over his old guard soldiers as he comes ashore here, and this is his return from Elba, and he's heading now back to Paris. He tries to take out this fort over here called Antibes, doesn't succeed, and then he'll move off to Cannes on the left. But this is the Gulf Juan, and if you enjoy history and Flight Simulator, you can join me. Click on the link here, and this will take you to the episode in the Waterloo playlist. We're following Napoleon's journey from Elba to Waterloo and probably beyond. And it's a mammoth journey, but if you're interested in this section, then you can click on the link in this short video. Otherwise, you'll catch me live on Twitch and YouTube, and you can follow along there. I know I should get better at these adverts. Let's move to the next place. That I want to talk about. And so Napoleon, for all my live visitors, I'm not going to do a little short for this. He basically, we've done a few videos. He's coming up this road here. It's actually called the Route Napoleon into the mountains. And we're heading to a little lake called La Fraye. Now he goes up. It's difficult when you've got the weather on. I think he goes through Sisteron, goes through Gap. I think it's underneath this cloud here somewhere. Is it here? No. Next one. This is Grenoble, so we're looking down here. I can probably find it beneath the clouds. The lake I'm looking for is one called La Fraye. It's in this area somewhere. Let's I might be able to see it better if I'm actually in the helicopter. Actually, it could be over here. La Fraye is where the fifth line, the French, there is, the fifth line intercepts Napoleon. I can't remember what date this was. I think it's around about the 6th of March. Just check my notes. No, the 7th of March. Okay. Let's jump in here. We always seem to be a little bit of an issue on taking off. Okay, I think we're crashing. Alright, that's your fault. Okay, let's spin her around. Kylie Minogue style. I would sing it, but I'll probably get a copyright strike because it's my voice is so sweet. Hello to all you YouTube short people. We are in a place called La Fraye, controlling a helicopter very badly here. What you are looking at is the place where the 5th line infantry of the French army intercept Napoleon in this area. And if I spin it around, Kylie Minogue style, you'll see this area here where the white dot is. is where the fifth line of the French Bedoye, basically regiment, intercepts Napoleon at this location right here. And this is just south of Grenoble. This is where Napoleon says to the French troops, you know, you may shoot me and all that sort of stuff. And the French of the fifth line come across to Napoleon. If you like history, you like a bit of flight simulator, what we do is we use the flight simulator, the Huey helicopter, to have a look at some of the most important parts of history. And we're following Napoleon's journey from Elba to Waterloo. If you like that, you can click in the link here. Right. And for all those who was watching live, Napoleon would eventually dive down this valley here, and you can see Grenoble over there on the in the horizon. I think we'll skip that one. We haven't got much to say about that. Next place, I think, would be let's head to Paris, or just south of Paris. What we're doing, by the way, if anyone's wondering why this crazy guy is talking like this, is I'm doing a series of YouTube short stuff, trying to introduce what we've done already. We're on about episode 50 on the Waterloo series. And I thought for the newcomers, they tend to sort of pop in and dive off quickly because it's not really what they're expecting. And so I thought what I'd do is I'll do a series of introductions so that we can get more people onto the channel. We are here at Fontainebleau. Now, Fontainebleau was important. There's a lot of. This is where the treaty was signed for basically Napoleon's exile in 1814, and this is the place where he says goodbye to his faithful old guard. Just trying to check out what the date was for this. I think it's around about this 17th or 18th of March. Okay, we'll do a cool kind of camera shot here. Let me get some forward speed going. There's a really cool sort of ornate lake here, so we'll fly up that and we'll do the sequence there. Actually, I should be changing these. Let me pause. Should be changing these titles. Okay, let's zoom in. What I wanted to do is possibly get into a habit of possibly doing one of these sort of 3-minute shorts at the beginning of each section, so that I can then just clip it out later and put it out. But if anybody has any suggestions, or maybe I'm miscategorizing these talks, let me know. Okay, let's do the reveal shot. Let's get low and we'll start. Hello you YouTube shorters, this is Flight Past and we are in the Huey. We're approaching Fontainebleau, and this is the place where Napoleon arrives on probably the 18th of March 1815. He's journeyed up from Elba, he's on his way to Paris, and this is the location where he basically becomes, takes over the army again. Ney's come out to meet him, but he's actually turned around and he's marching back on Paris. And this is the place that Napoleon will stop on his way into Paris. This is where he says he had said goodbye to the old guard in 1814. And so it's a symbolic place for him to return to. And this is the Palace of Fontainebleau, just to the south of Paris. If you like your history and you like flight sim, then this is the channel for you. We do a discussion about certain subjects. We've done places like subjects like D-Day and I'm on Waterloo at the moment. You can join me. I'm on Twitch or YouTube, and join in the discussion as we use the Huey to have a look at the distances and topography and see how those things influenced the decisions that were made on the ground. Beautiful shot there. Alright, that is Fontainebleau. Let's head into Paris, I think, next. So it's somewhere up here to the north. I'll go straight to the center of Paris. What is that there? Trocadero, that'll do. What you're watching at the moment is I'm using this section of the live stream just to do some adverts. It also helps anybody who's new see what we've done. You'll see a bunch of postcards. When I chop it up, I'll put a bunch of postcards at the top so you guys can go back and click. All right, making my bearings here. Think. Yeah, we need to turn around. Just wait for the scenery to load. I better pause, just change that title again. Okay. Hello you YouTube shorters, this is Flight Path. My name's Simon and we are in Paris. We're following Napoleon's journey from Elba back into Paris, and 20 days after he arrived, he landed at the Gulf Juan in France. He's here in Paris and he's walking up the steps of the Palais les Tuileries, which is this patch of green gardens just in front of the Louvre, which we're heading towards. He's now back in charge. He's the emperor. He's trying to send out letters to the sovereigns of Europe, but it quickly becomes clear that he's not going to be accepted back and that the Allied armies are building up on the borders. What does he do? Does he wait, build up his forces? But he's got problems in the Vendée and he's got problems down in the south in Provence. Or does he reorganize his army very quickly and go on the attack? Well, he goes on the attack. He builds up his army and he goes up to meet Wellington and Blucher, the Prussians and the Anglo-Dutch, up at the border near Belgium. We will follow that journey from here. You can see the link if you're interested in this part of the history. Then click on the link, which should be either up there, down there, I don't know where. And you can follow me on YouTube and Twitch. I live stream, always live, always flying live, hand flying, talking about history. If it sounds good to you, then come and join me. Right, that's that bit done. Let's just do. Let's do one more. I think we'll do somewhere like Beaumont, and we'll just get to where we were before. Then I'll have a break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the actual day after Quatre Bras. Get back on the schedule. All right, where am I going here? It is always difficult to see. Wish there was a quick button to just turn off briefly the clouds. I do like flying in live weather though. Shout out if you see Charleroi. Right, shout out if you see Brussels. Am I in the completely wrong place? Oh yeah. Okay, so it's let's start off. I think Thuin's quite nice. Let's go here. So the idea, if anyone's just joined, hi, good to see you. Just doing a quick series of YouTube short videos, basically to introduce what we're doing. I've got about 24 followers now on YouTube and about 70 on Twitch. So I'm just trying to sort of drum up some more support. And this will be the probably I'll do another one after this, and I'll have a quick break. Actually, no, I'll do this one, then I'll have a quick break, and then we'll do a quick one, but for Lingley and Quatre Bras, and then we can start talking. So what we're doing here is this is the left-hand side of the column, the French column, and so we're talking. I believe it's a rail core. Just going to fly this way a bit. We'll spin background. We should get a good shot of the river, and I'll start the advert there. I better pause and put the place is Looks and Thuin. Let's just get that in the middle. And we'll swing around here. You'll see a little bit rainy today in Belgium. All right. I suppose, yeah, it is technically Belgium, I think. Let's follow the river. Hello, YouTube shorters. This is Flight Past. We are in the Huey helicopter. We're at a place called Lobs and or Thuin. You can see here on the river. This is where the left flank of Napoleon's army crosses from France into Belgium on the 15th of June 1815. They're met here by some Prussians of Ziethen's First Corps, who use a series of defensive engagements, slows up the French as they drive up there to the left towards Charleroi. If you like history and you like a bit of flying like this, we can use this helicopter and the flight sim to check out these places in history, see what the terrain and the distances look like, and get a better understanding of what it was like to fight a Napoleonic campaign. You can click on the link here. This will show you the episode concerning this part. We've got probably 60 episodes now on YouTube talking deeply about this part of history, and we've also got a series on D-Day as well, going into the same amount of detail. Join me. I fly live. You can put your comment in below and have a discussion about these periods of history. Never getting better at that, am I? Never mind. Okay, let's move to... We'll go to do Ligny next. So we want Charleroi, Nivelle, somewhere over here, Gembloux. Then we go Sombre. Let's start at Fleurus and head north. Hello YouTube shorters, how you doing? We are flying at the moment towards the battlefield of Ligny. You can see there actually where the rain clouds are falling. That is the battlefield of Ligny. We are in the Huey helicopter. We're on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we use the Huey so that we can get down to the ground low, see the shape of the ground and the distances involved, and we have a look at the Battle of Ligny. We're live on YouTube. Everything's live, flown live, speaking live, discussing live. If you like history and you like flying, and then we're the channel for you. Click on the link and you can go to the Battle of Ligny. That is quite a cool shot though, isn't it? And we will, let's just finish this section. We'll fly over to, we'll do some hand flying over to the Quatre Bras one. We'll do it there and then we'll start the proper discussion. Today, or in the next episode, we'll be looking at the withdrawal from the battlefields of Quatre Bras and Ligny. I think what we'll start off with is the Prussian withdrawal from Ligny, and we'll follow their pull back to Wavre, and that's what I probably will intend to do today. And then maybe tomorrow we'll then look at how Wellington reacts to that. Oh, I didn't put Ligny at the top, did I? Never mind. Let's just pause here. What I'll do is I'll just change this title now to Quatre Bras Ligny. Just move that again. Okay, keep flying. This has actually turned into a almost a 30-minute session. Never mind. Thank you, Guy. Actually, Guy at the back is... You're in red today, looking snazzy. The whole point, by the way, thank you for watching, and whoever's still watching at this point, was that I enjoy the sort of flight sim. I enjoy looking at the world, but I can't talk helicopters all day long, and I can't talk procedures all day long forever. And so what I actually do is I discuss what history. So I can fly and I can talk history, and I find the sort of cool features that Microsoft Flight Simulator's satellite technology gives us. Now, what I'm looking for is the battlefield of Quatre Bras, which is always difficult to find. What I'm doing at the moment is a series of little I'll do a series of little YouTube short sort of trailer things, because what I'm finding is that people are joining the videos on YouTube and watching for a bit, and I don't think they're getting what it is that I'm trying to do. And so I thought I'd just do a bit more sort of explaining, really. Yeah, this way. I think we've gone a little bit too far. I think it's over here. And so yeah, I'm just going to do these little short introductions, and when I come back I'll have a break after this one, and we're going to get back on the schedule. We're currently we finished the Battle of Quatre Bras in the last stream, and so I'm going to take up the withdrawal on the 17th of June, and we'll follow the Prussians' routes back from Ligny. But in this section of the stream, I'm just doing a series of 30-second trailers to try and drum up some support on the YouTube side, because they've got short attention spans. Now, I think we're approaching the... okay, here it is. This here is the Materne. It's not really a lake, it's a pond. This area is Pierremont. And this is the sort of the eastern side of the battlefield. Okay, so this will be a good place to start. Hello, YouTube shorters, welcome. You find us over the battlefield of Quatre Bras. On the right hand side here was where Wellington's Anglo-Dutch army lined up in these fields here, and on the left hand side coming up from the south was Ney's part of Napoleon's army. The French were approaching up this road here, and so we're flying literally over the place where the British squares were formed as they were being charged by French cavalry from Pirot's corps from the left-hand side. These fields here were forests at the time, and they were full of Dutch soldiers trying to stem the flow of Ney and deny the important crossroads of Quatre Bras itself. If you like flying, if you like history, this is the channel for you. Thanks for the like, thanks for the subscribes and all that sort of stuff. Just trying to drum up some supporters, and if you click on the link here, you'll hear all about this battle in the Waterloo playlist. Right, that was probably really bad, wasn't it? But never mind, that's done. We're gonna head now back to Ligny, and I'm gonna take a quick break, By the way, thanks for that Stib Pen TV. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. What we're going to do, I'm going to take a quick break, and it will only be a couple of minutes. And when we come back, we're going to follow start looking into the Prussian withdrawal from Ligny on the 17th of June, 1815. So don't go away. I'll be back in a second.